We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Where would you go?
No problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw, Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Yeah, go back to the right.
After a gain of 2 out to the 27. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him.
That's what you count on.
I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, my God.
That play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses.
That's crazy,
this
bro.
clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
From the 50, here's Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Ran it last time, now Fields to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there.
Oh, broke his ribs.
Inbounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows them to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
On 2nd and goal, Fields. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
That's a good decision there. He was looking, and he was looking, but the coverage was excellent. Nice job to get rid of it and try and find something better on 3rd and goal. He didn't let that clock accelerate and force him into an error.
Through a couple of plays, his Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Montgomery will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Oh.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Ball for touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Santos with the extra point.
Got that up perfect.
14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6.
Get the ball, get the ball, get the ball, get the ball, get the ball. Thank you.
And his guys are going to take
That nigga Buda Baker's smacking shit.
line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Whatever you do, bro, don't call timeout. Please don't. Whatever you do, please don't.
Guys will get the football back. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd down and
what the fuck?
Fields. And this will be
oh my God.
Bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little
bro, they just hold the fuck out of me, bro. I don't even know what that was, bro.
He didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
No. I geeked up so bad, bro. Oh my God, I geeked up so bad, bro. I'm thinking I got a whole X to get the running back the ball. Oh my God. That's crazy, bro. I'm thinking I got a whole X to give the fucking ball to the running back, bro. Damn, bro, I just gave you one, bro. No, I just put you back in the game.
And now the kick is away.
That was crazy, bro.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
That was crazy, bro. That was crazy, bro. Damn, I just knew X was the fucking ball. That's
ready to go for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated.
That was crazy,
this
bro. What the fuck?
It has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He'll buy some time right, and he'll just get rid of it. Well, his defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass. And
the Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll send Beckham in motion right. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. He completes it to Beckham. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there at 22.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the first and goal.
They'll run with Montgomery. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
They try again with Montgomery.
That's on me, bro. Oh my God, everybody on their ass.
He's got 5 down to the 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier. He's bidding for a second. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns.
The Justin Fields special, baby.
And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Justin Fields special.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
He canceled out my kick return fumble with a crazy pick 6. Alright. There we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
You block over here. Hey, take 26. Hey, take 26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I should
have get a turnover. He get it right back. It's crazy. Fuck, man.
Thrown that ball, but remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job training.
That's
so
on
he's
me.
going to take this feedback,
And I get that up.
negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
That shit crazy as fuck. I get that up.
76 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Crosby with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Wide open.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap, Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Hey, 88.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points?
I'm literally keeping you in the game, bro.
Bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
I'm gonna get in front of the ball, bro.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Get 300.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Crosby.
Shit, hilarious, man. I really rewarded this nigga 10 points.
Set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield.
Yeah, I'm in the game right now.
He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You talking about the lead info ain't working? Why the lead info ain't working?
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down.
I got you.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps, you don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his his guys are able to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers now on first down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action. Now Rodgers going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got a man complete. Touchdown.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Yeah, where are you?
Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to Beckham. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Fields. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Dobbs made the day 3 of the draft, and Green Bay loves the dimension he brings to their group of receivers, and that's speed. The head coach really wanted someone who could take the top off of a defense in the draft, and they got it in Romeo Dobbs out of Nevada. You can easily see him getting steadily more and more targets as the weeks go on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it.
Now it's Rodgers. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Dillon is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the win. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs from 3 yards out. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Come on, bro. You can't keep the ball right there, bro.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to, on springs free, Montgomery loses it, and the Packers pick it up. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get out to the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Touchdown! Aaron Jones from 8 yards out. And the Packers are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Fields on first down. That's complete to Mooney. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields.
It's fucking wide open, bro. You gotta get. He's only doing that because he knows he got fucking 2 tricks in the line. That shit is so open, bro. Get there, bro.
Rush gets the glory and the statistics on
It
this
is so
play.
open.
But the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show. It's most of them creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and very short, Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for Packer first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Jones with a first down carry, and he's going to wind up losing a couple as he's stopped behind the line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So
man, this nigga is so boring because he does the same shit over and over and over and over again.
What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
But they certainly had success
I'm trying to play football, but I gotta keep picking the same plays. Stop his plays.
First down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Rodgers now on first down.
Thank you, get the quarterback. Finally, y'all niggas get to the fucking quarterback.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
After the sack on first down, Rodgers over the middle here. It's hauled in by Watson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Being chased out left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that,
you're not even touch him. You're just going to run past him.
So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Fields. Throwing for Montgomery. He's got him on the out route. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Montgomery, they'll run for him. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. 10. And it'll bring up second.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. A final return for a Green Bay touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Back to throw. Fields.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Fields throw there, complete to Mooney.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Darnell Mooney.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones.
This nigga do the same shit all game. I got bored playing you, bro. I really stopped playing, bro. Wasted my heart, bro.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Defensive plays. I don't want to play like that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
No respect for me. See it.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Bunch, tight, tricks. Bunch, tight, trick. Bunch, tight, trick. Cover 3, done. Shit, what they got them. Yeah. This nigga just blew me from fucking session. That shit blew me. OGG's for me. That shit was trash.
And they will take a knee here. But as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.